So I'm Susan Burton, and I'd like to welcome you all to the New Way of Life Energy Project.
This was a project really to demonstrate the viability of solar in communities like South Los Angeles.
And he called me and he said, we're looking at how to bring solar into South LA. And I'm like, cool. He says, well, we want to do a demonstration project with the New Way of Life. And I said, oh, cooler!
Imani was founded in 2008, and we think it represents a fresh approach. Imani Energy is a majority minority-owned company. The word Imani means faith, if you know Kwanzaa. So this is an effort of faith and belief in the people, belief in communities. This installation is all about creating jobs and employing people of color and low-income communities and their involvement in this green revolution that's taking place not just in this country but around the world. It must be done here. It's important for our country to do this, that we invest back in, that we build again in this country and in communities like this. Selecting a New Way of Life for this solar installation made a lot of sense on a lot of levels. This is an organization doing all this great work to help women to break the cycle of entrapment within the criminal justice system to lead healthy, satisfying lives. Susan Burton, a powerhouse who's just in the tradition of all of our great leaders, black women, leaders who help to do things for our community and also the world.
1998, I was able to get a small house and open that house up to women who are transitioning from prisons and jail. We now have 5 houses. We serve women and their children. We've helped over 400 women come back into the community. It's awesome. Sometimes I have to pinch myself.
There they are right there. That's a 2.1 kilowatt system. This is Mr. Tony Exposito. He's the engineer on the project.
So we'll be sending the electricity back to the utility, and it'll subtract from what you're actually going to be paying every month. This thing should be working for about 15 years without any problems.
To bring power and energy literally back to the people, like on our rooftops. All right? Power to the people. Power to the people, no question. We'll be having that good, clean energy coming in for their program for many, many years to come. If this same system were to be installed on an average house in this community, you'd be talking about meeting 80 to 100% of the energy needs of that household. Huge impact and savings. Over a 20-year period, a New Way of Life will save about $13,000, and we know the energy costs will go up, so there'll be additional savings over time, thousands of dollars literally. But imagine if you take those thousands of dollars per each household in this community and on this block, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars literally on one block. Times multiple blocks, literally millions, and times communities, tens of millions of dollars. That's what we're really talking about. That could be used to go back into community, into people's pockets, to feed, to educate, for health, investment, savings. Unemployment figures in communities like South LA and black and brown communities are extreme. In 1 hour, enough energy reaches the earth from the sun to power human civilization for an entire year. Yet at the same time, millions of people across our country are unable to heat their homes. And these are some of the struggles of our time. Part of the unfinished business of the movement that Dr. King was a part of, the civil rights movement. Thousands of workers succumbed to black lung disease and other dangers going into mines to dig out the coal that provides some 40% of the electricity that we use even in sunny California. But this is an issue that is close to us. It's part of our air that we breathe. It's the water that we take into our bodies. It's the health of our families and our children. These issues are more pronounced in communities like South Los Angeles in particular, higher rates of cancer, asthma, and other illnesses. So it's time to break the silence and to break this gap down between the eco-haves and the green eco-have-nots. The widening gap between the rich and the poor. We need eco-equity, as Van Jones might say, eco-equity. There are signs of hope on the horizon that are good. One of them is that you're here today, and we're all here together. The Recovery Act in 2009 helped to move forward billions of dollars to address issues of the economy in the energy sector. And some of those monies are beginning to make their way to our communities. But we at Imani believe that it all starts with the people. And it starts with the people just like you. If block by block people were to purchase solar energy collectively to bring the price down, working together, imagine members of those same communities working on those jobs, installing those panels on the roofs of our communities. And ultimately we want to establish an assembly facility in South Los Angeles, a business that will then manufacture and assemble solar voltaics. And we employ our people again in our communities. It can be done here, and then we grow and build from there. It is possible. It is the right thing to do. It affirms our humanity, and it helps us to take more control of our lives. We've created some energy, some excitement, and a high level of interest from those folks who see the potential and want to work and join together and partner to get something like this to happen longer term.
Solar power, baby. Solar power.